That is the kind of competition between the players. It's a battle of who's going to perform better. We got to share spaces to be able to go into international battle. Especially the league is coming for. We're going to see a real high-flying encounter this season.
Quickly, has the LFA, the league organizers, created a much bigger space for improvement in your thoughts?
I think they are creating much bigger spaces. Before, we weren't playing league matches except for one or two matches that were considered quote-unquote big matches. But here we have the Super Cup. Look in the stands. I can't believe that Liberians are trooping here. There's more sizable crowd than the international event we just had here, and I'm shocked. If probably the FA is supposed to lure people more to the stadiums, it means that there must be more awareness created on these matches. But if you are at home, if you don't want to come to the stadium, Intel Sport is going to be give you the opportunity to see all of the actions. I mean, the real actions live from all of the venues across Liberia.
Any word for Team Raji before we go back to studios? The Liberia Football Association, there has been some talking points, but I mean, we must credit the FA. As you said, the league is gradually, and it's going to be, a lot of pundits have said this season is going to be one of the very toughest league seasons. Is that an assertion that you agree with?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. All of the clubs that I get in shape. I love the transfer. I love the transfer process. Since the window was open, I don't know whether the window has closed. The referee is trying to call, like I said. Since the window was open, you can see players' movement, shatter from the newcomers in the first division. You have Watanga, Paynesville FC. They've also put up the chase. You saw minutes ago, Shatter Angels for the very first time. The Tamil girls are losing silverware for a very long period, I can say. They lost the Super Cup to Shatter Angels. That speaks of the kind of recruitment the teams are doing. So we got FC Facel. They come back, former Muska FC Kanyon. They've now come to FC Facel. So, I mean, they've been able to lure on some of the youthful talents as well as experience. Zach Kringle is going to be back in the league. Solomon Grimes is going to be back in the league. Dauda Botu, all of them with great stay on the international front. So I can say that it's going to be a high-flying encounter, especially building up to a political season in Liberian football. Everybody probably wants to prove something. Everybody wants to show some class. And with the new incentives added to international football, Theo is giving that impetus, is giving that kind of zest to teams to recruit more. Because if you win the championship, you got some remuneration. If you go to the next stage, you got some remuneration. So you see, that's how teams are trying to fight for it.
Your final word before we get back to studio. So begin. What is expected to be a breathtaking commentary?
Yeah, but Theo, you need to tell me what do you see, what do you expect, because we're coming into this showpiece with high anticipation, and the crowd can tell you there are still dozens of people out there and trying to pack the stadium. I can't believe that this crowd is coming here, but you must be looking at the anticipation. It's the Battle of Paynesville.
It's a Battle of Paynesville. How noisy is it going to be? I know for sure, as you just stated, two good teams to the fore. I'm not a good predictor, but I do expect some blistering fireworks this afternoon.
It's going to be blistering, I can say, for the fight. I just behind us, I saw the Amara come.
Where will you put your money?
Well, I think I put my money on Watanga. I think they've done so good recruitment. They are the champions. They're going to die. Sort of very good performance against MC Orgers in Algeria. Paynesville had a very good run, but I think Watanga will have the edge.
The voice there of Moses Gazu. We will be back. Currently, we're rumbling back into studios where we are expected to begin a breathtaking football match between champions Watanga and, of course, champions Paynesville.
Yeah, the cup winners, Paynesville FC. So there's going to be a blistering action here all on the very quiet afternoon skies here at the SKD. Keep watching Intel Sports wherever you are from across the world. We're here to bring you this. There's bigger thing in stock. All you need to do is to download the Intel Sports app on Play Store and on on the App Store. You can watch exclusive content of sporting developments taking place in Liberia and about Liberia.
The voice of Moses Gasso. Right, we will join you when the match proper gets started. to the Samuel Kando Sports Complex where we've got the stage and set already for the commencement of the official league season 2024-2025. My name is Theophilus Chico. Watanga and Paynesville FC are marching onto the pitch for the Orange Liberia Football Association Super Cup. As Watanga are in the black stripes, yellow on the shoulders. Paynesville FC are in the blue with colorful stripes also on the shoulder. As of to say, these jerseys were being printed by the same company. Hello and welcome to what is expected to be a breathtaking football match. It's the First Division League Cup, a league cup that is comprised of two teams, the champions of the league proper and the champions of the cup winners cup. The referees for today's match are A-class referees. Center referee is Moses B. Johnson. Thomas and Connor is his assistant. Francis Barr, assistant number 2, and George Mobo is the 4th referee. The match commissioner is Jeremiah F. Cisse, and they are the ones who are getting ready rather to take to the stage on the afternoon when we expect Watanga and Paynesville FC to take to the stage. Two of Liberia's representative, Paynesville FC, were in Cameroon earlier on, having qualified over FC Fovu. They went on to Mali to lost to Stade Mali, and the Malians, Giants, they lost on aggregate. They beat the Malians here by a goal to nil, and they lost 3-1 in Bamako, Mali, losing 4-2 on aggregate. Watanga were beaten twice in Algiers by the Algerian champions. Let's now rumble into the lineups of the two teams quickly. We go to Watanga. Teddy Colley is imposed. Kevin Barkley, Leo Zina, Jusu Dukle, Nelson Laume, Philip Tanu, Jeremiah Dukle, Jeremiah City, Jerry City actually, Nush Zone, Daniel Yeman, Emmanuel Sie, and Emmanuel Sie as well. So it's as SEAH and SIEH is Edwin Sie, and of course Emmanuel Sie. The two C's in the Watanga land. Musa Korman, Daniel Harris, Carlos Williams, Alexander Curtis, Nicholas Wati, Hassan Fadiga, Johnson Freeman are amongst those on the reserve team. In post for Paynesville FC is Emmanuel Diane. Maury Kamara is wearing jersey number 27. Prince Nambo is there. Chris Dennis, Aite Yangbe, Mickey Doki is in the squad. Boakai Keita, Lawrence Kumet, Mark Pay, Edward Letlon, Marlon Harrison are in the Paynesville startup. In the reserve, Abraham Flomo, Meshach Green, Mantali Wolopon, Emmanuel Kalasco is Klakasco, and Samuel Snow, and finally Amara Kamara are in the reserve for the Paynesville FC team. It's you can say as per its capacity, the Samuel Kanyando Sports Complex It's not as full as we expect it to be, but of course it's a little bit noisy because there is a turnout. There goes the referee whistle, and hostilities have begun here at the Samuel Kanyon Sports Complex. It's a left-footed ball from Diane immediately into touch. Watanga puts up the first pressure. And Daniel Yeman throw in for it's a foul committed. Free kick. They're taken by Philip Tanu. The center back for the under 20 flashes the ball and it's a header from Emmanuel Sia. It takes a ricochet off his head and it goes into touch for a goal kick. Diana takes it. Chris Freeman. And the ball is bubbling all over the pitch. It's still not settled yet. Tana will go back to Jusu Dukle. It's actually Chris Freeman Dennis who is in center back position for Watanga, partnering with his teammate Aite Yambe. Watanga will come forward. Across the halfway mark, Nelson Laumi is on the overlap. And the ball is played into touch. Keita Boakai puts it forward. To Sudukle. Watanga is kept to the foot of Nush zone. Emmanuel Sia looking to combine is intercepted. Lawrence Kumen is on it. Intercepted by Dukle. Throw in for Nambo of Paynesville FC. And the ball will go. It's a long ball looking for Marlon Harrison down that side. Is picked up by Harrison. And it's flashed with his left foot. The left foot of a Paynesville FC player who's it is actually Doki Miki. It was Tano. It's Watanga who will come out of their defensive setup. Goes to their goalkeeper Teddy Colley onto Jusu Dukle. Tall, good height. Ball is played forward. And it is a foul. Says the referee. Aite Yangbe commits a foul against Nush Zone, who was bought from Mighty Barrow. Is now into the setup of Watanga. And the referee will take some time off to talk to the players. It's still at a slow pace yet. And the two coaches, Copa Sana and Dominic Savage, are some of the finest in Liberian football. Sana, who is a B. Emmanuel Cien, this sneaks way off target. Chris Dennis will come forward. He pushed from behind by Cien. And the captain comes to the rescue of Paynesville. Back to their goalkeeper, Teddy Colley, who has come across the penalty area, some 25 meters above his goal line. And that's what you get for coming outside. City and Teddy Colley need to. A little bit of mix-up there from Watanga. Should have been very costly. Well, City should have looked on his shoulders before making that move. And he should have known where the goalkeeper was. Again, it comes to how quick you move and how well you look. Dispossessed in their half. And it's going to be a fast break. Watanga will come forward. And they are dispossessed. Still Paynesville now in their home half. The captain, he scored a fine header against Stade Malien here. And back in Mali, in just 25 minutes, the Malians scored 3 times against the Liberian Confederations Cup representative. Raises a lot of questions about Liberia's strength in terms of high-intensity football. And that's what we've been talking about. A lot of pundits believe that the game in Liberia is a bit slow. And as you can see, high-intensity football is required for Liberia. It's placed forward and it's a header from the Watanga player into touch. Quickly thrown in. Paynesville will come forward. Good combination. And they are dispossessed. It was Edward Letlombor that was intercepted. And Nambo. Letlom trying to connect to Mark Skide Pay. Mark Pay is a product of the Acacia Soccer Development Program somewhere in Ghana, a program funded and supported by Reverend Isaac Bordeaux, sitting somewhere this afternoon. It's been a long time now. He's been back to Liberia, play for the likes of Barra Young Controllers alongside Prince Kenan. Good, intelligent footballer, but I've always said he is not a central defender type in my mind. I love to see him in an attacking defensive position, attacking midfield position, where he played for CC United. And at the end of the last phase of the league season, good striker, good hitter, good kicker of the ball, and he has perfect control on it. Leo Zena, like Delton Colley and Robin Nair were bought from CC United by some of the big clubs around, and one of them happens to be Watanga Football Club, and of course FC Fasher, we understand, took 3 of the CC United youngsters, including Robin Nair and Delton Colley. But this is Watanga Emmanuel here. He's looking for this right foot and his play with the Tano Yeman. Woke up, still keeps it. Tano plays it. Watanga mounting pressure. Paynesville FC will come forward. It's Marlon Harrison, formerly of Leska. Crossed carpet, combines with Marpe there on that occasion, but it didn't go well for them. Here they are. Letlom finds Lawrence Coleman. It's Letlom. Wow, Lawrence Coleman was trying to connect to Edward Letlom, but he's yet to put himself in this game. Slow pace game for them. Well, Chris Dennis. Edward Letlom. Keita to Nambo, back to Keita. He's looking for Mark Bay, and Jusu Dukle will slide that one into top, but he's noted for those long throws. That's where he was spotted by Mario Maranisa, and Lawrence Cummins throw was the one which resulted into an equalizer. Where is a re-throw, is it? Yeah, it wasn't touched, and it went straight over the goal line. Kuman flashes it, and it deflects for a corner kick. Set up by Letlom. Lawrence Cummins right-footed strike, and is hit into touch across the goal line for a corner kick. Taken by Letlom. Leaves it for Keita. On to Lawrence Coleman. Nambo. Left footer floater inside. Craziness header. And it goes sneaking away from the far post. But it's a good build-up from Paynesville FC, and the message is clear to Watanga. Chris Dennis it is. Chris goes up. The ball is kept to the flow. It was Marlon Harrison fighting for it down that side. Edwin Sier will come forward. Combines with Emmanuel Sier. It was new zone actually. This is Sier Edwin. Push it! Well, it's a bit ambitious, and it sneaks away from the goalkeeper post down his right hand side. Emmanuel Diane will not be worried, but he sends a message to his players, probably not to give room for Sier to do that. I think his message is you don't need to give Edmond Sier Sier the chance to do that anymore. And the player of Watanga is on the floor. The referee will temporarily stop this game and call in the medics. For some attention to be given. Having seen that blistering fire that we expected in this game, it's still slow pace. It's not exploded yet into an explosive football match that could test both teams at each ends or at the various ends, you can say. But it's better to say the two teams are a bit cautious, not wanting to get into any trouble. But that has always been Liberia's game. That has always been the pace of Liberian football, which we've talked about, and that is why, in my mind, we've lost to a lot of our foreign opponents. The pace, the intensity of our game, very slow. Lawrence Coleman, Mark Pay controls, and he wanted to take it on the volley, and he pulls his arm by muscle on that occasion. In the event of hitting that ball on the volley, Paynesville will have to take this ball and is across the goal line for throw-in to be given. The touchline it is for throw-in, and it will be a chance to give some attention to Mark Pay, who's on the floor. Mark Pay is walking off the page. And the ball is brought back into play. The whistle is sounded. Slow pace game here at the SKD. Not much of an explosion, not much of a blistering fire. Two teams not creating chances. Juicy Duclay's ball. Picked up. Zone. Emmanuel Osie. It's on the edge of the penalty box. New zone. And Nuch is offside. The former Mare Barrow player, Comet, Nambo, Mark Pay, leaves it, and it's in play for Lelong. Lovely ball for Mark Pay. Malone Harrison will put up a chase. Nelson Lauman is down the side. And he was recruited to the senior national team even when he was a third-tier footballer in Liberia. Nelson Lauman. And that was the decision of Ansu Keita. Lelong, Teddy Colley, how did he give it away in the game? No urgency for Lelong. And Paynesville FC, this is just not fair to his team. Lelong, goalkeeper gives it away. He should have just hit it once. And his body language isn't speaking as if to say he needed to put urgency on that one. They need to do better than this. They need to pick up this game with some urgency. Nambo connects from Lelong. Intercepted. Tano. And plays at the back of his teammate who is on the overlap. Is Tanya Yima. Aite Yangbe to his goalkeeper, Diana. Chris Dennis. Haven't seen the energy Lawrence Kume controls. He wears the number 10 shirt. 2 seasons ago, he scored 22 goals in the league as a midfielder. He was the highest goal scorer from the midfield department in the country, Lawrence Kuman. And the brink of that, he was spotted or scouted, better still to say, by Paynesville FC. That was when he played for Life FC, a team owned by Judy Ree Seaton, third vice president of the Liberia Football Association. There he is, Lawrence Kuman, releases the ball to his teammate, Daniel Kuman is drifting. I think he's come back to add some spice in the midfield for Paynesville here. They look a bit more positive. I think they've added some spice, some urgency to their game. And only just to Jusu Dukle of Watanga. Goalkeeper Teddy Colley. And Watanga will come forward. A lovely touch. City gets set. Watanga will come forward. Edmond C. Edwards and is challenged. Dispossessed Watanga. City receives it. Newsom plays a back for Emmanuel C. Newsom gets a return. Yes. I think in my mind they're adding something. Some bit of urgency. I think they've warmed up enough in this game. And the pace and tempo should be better than what we've seen in the last 10-15 minutes. Nelson Laumin, just like Lawrence Kume in the Paynesville FC setup, will do a throw. It is expected to be a long one on the head of a Watanga player. Laumin's throw, a long one anticipated. Still goalless at the SKD. It is the Super Cup which signals the beginning of the Liberian Football Association Orange Fresh Second Division League. And it's not a good one. Diana's long ball onto Mark Peck. Peck controls. Mark Peck. And he allows the ball to drift away from him on his right foot. He knows on that occasion he didn't do well for himself. Should have kept it in his range. But that was good aerial control and aerial composure. That has been his strength. He's got massive physique. Well, ever since he's been coming up as a little boy somewhere in Buduburam, he's always been like that. And his football credentials speaks volumes of how much a worthy striker he is. And that's why he's been hardly pressed. It's a throw in, Lawrence Kuman's throw, and it goes on the head of Chris Dennis. Lawrence Kuman, every time he does that, it's a problem for the opposing team. He did that against Togo. Liberia got an equalizer. It was William Gissom who, at that time, latched onto it and put it at the back of the net. And the Togolese were stoned by that. But now it's Letlom. Edward Letlom. We have a game of two equals here. C.A. Emmanuel puts up a chase in behind Aite Yangbe. It is on, it's offside. Well, be careful. Teddy Collins, long ball forward. See against that. Finds zone. Daniel Yaman dispossessed. Lawrence Kuman keeps it. Lawrence Kuman dispossesses trouble. How did he go back? Why did he not play loose zone who was moving? Edmond He didn't do well on that occasion because the new zone was peeling off those two defenders. He just needed to roll it in his path, and he took away a golden opportunity from Watanga. That's what they do. Nambo giving it away to his teammate, but Watanga and Paynesville FC, well, they will be applauded by their fans, but I can tell you for sure there's no urgency in this game. The move forward is always as slow as a snail. Take a look at that. The attack finishes, and there is not a single one pressing City. The reaction when the ball is lost, and it's all about being too slow to react. Jusu Dukle goes to the flow, and Nelson Laume will come back. I think they need to. Barkley. Zone. Dispossessed. Nambo. Mark Pay lost it. City picks it up. But Lawrence Kumeka said he puts a long one forward. Looking for his teammate. And how did he not get control of that one? Oh my word. Marlon Harrison. You're let down by his first touch. Two first division teams. Very good teams. But I can tell you their pace is so slow. Very, very slow. In my mind, they are not explosive. They are not fast. We should be faster than this. Paynesville will come across the halfway mark. Aite Yangbe to Keita. Squares across the face of post. Lovely interception by the Watanga defense. They come forward. New zone is moving across that one. News gets it. Watanga! How did he not score that one, New zone? He got in behind the goalkeeper just when you thought he had it on target. It's a mess, and it is a big, big mess for News zone. Well, he bows his head in shame. He's onto the floor. In my mind, nothing happened to News zone, except probably he was touched by the goalkeeper, Diane. But trust my words, he let his team down on that occasion. He is a potent striker. He should not, and he shouldn't be letting himself down on occasions like these. Glaring golden opportunity from the former Maribaro striker. Take nothing away from him. He is a prolific striker, but on this occasion, he didn't live up to that meaning. He didn't live up to it, trust my words. Well, he claimed he was touched. Well, I'm wondering if he had scored that goal, he would have gone to the floor. He wouldn't have gone to the floor. He would have run to celebrate. Nothing on that occasion. He knows that he let his team down. He's trying to win some sympathy from his teammates and his fans that are here. Nush zone. Where it was a ball play behind the Paynesville FC defense, nose zone lashed onto it. The goalkeeper Teddy Colley, Diana rather, was coming. Nose got his right foot onto the ball, and when he thought it was a clinical finish with his left foot, trust me, he bonded it off target. Side netting it was. So sad for. But again, that is football for you. Players, big players will always miss some glaring chances. And he is a very good player. You can't take anything away from no zone. Why he is sound of a whistle. The referee Moses sounds as whistle. Wow, so slow. Takes all of the time in the world. Leo Zina. Now, if we always talk about this being slow, I think the need to learn to push the ball forward, and every time is wasted. What happens is that the opposing team gets all of the energy in the world to come at you, and that's what Liberian clubs have been doing. No mobility. Lawrence Kuman too far. Keita will get it. Boakai Keita posted forward. Ellis Nambo, not Nambo, but it's not Ellis Nambo. It is Nambo, but he's on the. He was on the. He was actually on the overlap. It was Prince Nambo, sorry. And Ellis Nambo is actually a former referee, one of Liberia's finest. Is now into administration. Every time the name Nambo appears to me, I try to think about how good he was and what experience he brought into officiating. And the ball is playing in the touch. It is from the players of Watanga. Chris Dennis commits a foul. Chusu Dukle. Well, intercepted by Nambo, picked up by Lawrence Coleman. Long ball looking for Mark Pay. Yeah, every time it comes from the right foot of Lawrence Coleman, it is something. It's going to be a yellow card. Mark Pay gets a yellow card. He is an aggressive attacker. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why the players are a bit slow, but every time he thinks when there is an aggression, the referee was on his whistle and gave him a yellow card. But it's a genuine card. If you ask me, yes, it was a genuine card. Well, you don't have to stop the aggression. What you need to do is to know when, where, and how to come in with those aggressive moves. Dominic Savage is the coach of Paynesville FC. Kopasana is the coach of Watanga. Two coaches of good football experience in Liberia. Chris Dennis. Watanga will come forward and is intercepted, but is picked up by Emmanuel Sier. he receives, and he goes to his teammate on the edge, and his way of target. Oh, Daniel Yimam there without any precision on the ball. City. Laume will cross the halfway mark. He has Lawrence coming to contend where he commits. A foul is a handball actually. This is Intel Sports. We are live from the Samuel Kanyon Sports Complex. It's the Super Cup. We've just had a female version of that, and you did hear Julius Conton's commentary. And Shatta, we understand, won it on penalties against Determined Girls. Throw in for Paynesville FC, Lawrence Comenstro. Like I said, Edward Lelom is foul on the edge of the penalty area for Watanga. It is dangerous. It's not a good one for Watanga. The referee will call on the Watanga players to go back. And he calls the Watanga team to sit on the line. Three Paynesville FC players there. Floater and is off target. Another opportunity wasted is a set piece. It's not being a high explosive, high-intensity football match. Still on a slow pace. Players are cautiously playing. Nush zone. Watanga has a foot forward. Header, and it has to be a red card. It was on target. Aite Yangbe got it off target. But did it reach the back of the net? Was it a goal? I think in my mind, it was headed at the back of the net. The Paynesville SC player touched it with his hand, prevented a possible goal. And he gets a red card. Is it a penalty? It is. A penalty. Well, it was a player wearing jersey number 12 for Paynesville FC who got himself in trouble in the referee's book is Aite Yambe. clear handball on that occasion. And Paynesville SC has a big blow in their defensive setup. Watanga has a golden chance to move forward. The man who is on the books of TS Galaxy, last feature for the Liberia under 20, didn't make any significant impact apart from that acrobatic strike which was cancelled by the Senegalese referee Emmanuel Osie. Got not much history to write for himself in the U20 qualifiers, but there he is on the top of this one for his club Watanga, and he's coming face to face with Emmanuel Diana. See it, right footed, and the Pondos at the back of the net, and he posts his club's noses in front. From the spot, Watanga are in front. The lead here by 1-0. It is Emmanuel Osie's goal, and it had to be a Haiti Youngboys error. A handball it was. We resorted into a penalty, the red card given, and Watanga are in front. Well, if you ask me how well they did prior to that penalty, I tell you the both teams did not really stand up in terms of the intensity that we expected from them. But it's still early days yet. It was just a sparkling moment when, of course, Haiti Youngboy had to play a handball, but it was a header. It was a good effort from Watanga on that occasion. We resorted into a handball. You have to credit them for that move. But I think throughout the first half, that was, in my mind, the most impactful attack they made against Paynesville FC. And my word is, if you do more and more, you might just get many of these chances. So Watanga will probably now have a way of taking advantage of Paynesville FC. They are down numerically, and Watanga will now have a one-man advantage. This is where probably this game is going to open up now. Mape is fouled by Jusu Dukle. Well, he did foul Jusu Dukle and got a yellow card. Jusu Dukle fouls him. And it looks as if the referee is putting his hand at his back pocket. No, he didn't. And Nambo will send a long one forward. Mape goes there. And Mape have to be very careful. He has to be careful. A second bookable offense will result into a red card given him. A second card, yellow card, will definitely send him off this pitch. And I can tell you this for sure. One of the things that he's had in his football game since he was a kid is his temperament. Mark Pay, remember, he was suspended 2 seasons ago. He once was suspended for 2 seasons, so to speak, and the ban was lifted. He came back. I think that was against referee Moses Fogba. And he has to be very patient if he must stay in this game to its end. You need to avoid those provocations. And you need to stand up and be mentally tough on occasions like this. Nelson Lauman's cross, and they sneak in. A beastie goalkeeper is going to get it off, and it's 2-0. Emmanuel Diane is coming outside, and there is no communication between him and his teammate. And he headed it at the back of the net. thinking that Diane was in post. It is number Prince. Broken, but there's one issue. And Watanga are 2-0 up. But trust me, it's 2 goals that they really haven't worked for. It's 2 silly goals given away by Paynesville FC. I mean, you must say this with all respect to Watanga. Well, they didn't exert more pressure. They didn't really break Paynesville down with those combination of passes. But again, you can't take anything away from Watanga. I think cautiously they've played this game knowing that along the way, Paynesville will lose the mental toughness. Indeed, Paynesville FC have lost the mental toughness. 2-0. Kopasana's boys are up. But it is still a lot of time for Paynesville FC to come back. Liberia's representative in the Confederations Cup of CAF plays so well. I know a lot of you will. And I did talk about how well they were putting themselves in this game in terms of the intensity, and that's what happens. I think they refused to settle down in this game too early. They needed to put their feet under the ground. Stop being time wasting. Warm themselves into this game with some urgency and some slick passes, good runs, mobility, the fluids of our passes. We didn't see much of those. And here they are now on the back foot. Ledlum is one of their finest, but he hasn't sparked up in this game. Lawrence Kume is one of them. Chris Dennis is also there. They are 1 man down, the 2 goes down. And they just need to wake up from their slumber now and understand that this game has to be played. Like it or not, they must live up. Lawrence Kume on to Chris Dennis. Now they'll put a long one forward. They need to push Watanga forward, push them backward. It's an own goal from Nambo Prince. It is a cross. It was from Nelson Laume. Embarrassingly, it was. Prince Nambo's header. I went beyond his goalkeeper. Lack of communication there. There is one key thing we always need to talk about in football is communication. Somebody needed to send a message. Oh, he's giving away. Magpay gets it. It's played beyond Nambo. It's Tosso and the bundle interchanged by City. The player of Paynesville FC is on the floor. Referee will call for the player to get some attention. He's getting the attention needed from the first aid team, better still the medical team of Paynesville FC. Watanga need to put this being beyond there. They've have 2 goals scored already. They got immense advantage for them. This game should be laid to rest. Kopasana on the verge of winning another laurel this afternoon. Nambo. And it's the end of the first half. With that Prince Nambo's last minute strike, we sneaks away from target. Paynesville FC will have to go into the dugout, make some technical arrangement, come back on this pitch and probably turn this game around. But if they must do that, it is Watanga that will have to go to bed in the afternoon. But I'm not sure Watanga will go to bed because they are up by 2 goals to 0. The lead here as we go to the end of the first half, as we go into the dugout. They might come back very much positive, very much boil up. to increase the tally here. From the Samuel Kanyon Sports Complex, we've come to the end of the first half. Watanga 2, Paynesville FC 0. It's a pleasant welcome back to the second and final half of this match between Watanga and Paynesville FC. Watanga are up by 2 goals to nil. It's Paynesville FC who have to chase the second half. They are down a man and 2 goals with all odds against them this afternoon. There goes the whistle. The match has commenced, and we're looking forward to seeing a second half that will be a much more entertaining and aggressive in terms of attack. Well, you better say in terms of attacks. This challenge put on. Paynesville. Floater inside. Lawrence Kuman will control. Leaves it to the floor. How did he not get it to let alone? They look a little bit more purposeful in the second half. City. Watanga taking off from where they left it. Liba 2 goals to nil. Emmanuel Sie will come face to face. Diana left for the ball. Lawrence Kume misses. City picks up. Kume challenges. He has a fighting spirit. He wins it for Mark Pay. Pay to Latlon. Come this far to Kamara Mori. Chris Ledlow puts it forward, looking for Murray. He's on the overlap, and that's a Murray Kamara. This was Nelson Lauman's ball, who now gets a throw into Lawrence Coleman. Will seize the moment. Long throw in, and it's touched. It's a corner kick. It's a corner kick. Be taken by Bwakai Keita, floats inside, defended by Watanga. Edward Ledlong keeps it. He's challenged. It's that mobility that we're talking about. For me, is what I don't see in the Paynesville team this afternoon. They don't look to be mobile in the middle of the park. Paynesville and Watanga are much more aggressive and physical to me. And there they are. Watanga wins it. Lawrence Coleman. He has the quality of striking that ball with his right foot. And it's another sliding tackle from Juicy Dukle. He wasn't touched. He should be on his feet. Slided and caught it peacefully. Well, what did he think? Well, Mark Bay will fight for it. Teddy Colley will find his teammate down that side. Now it's City. Nelson Lauman from Leo. Wow, too much time. This is just not. Well, I'm just wondering. He's got Nelson Lamy. He's got 2 players before him. How is he not giving the ball back? How come he wants to play it alone? This is poor football. Throwing to be taken by Lawrence Kuhlman. Another one of those throws. Every time he does that, it's troubling for the opposing team. Throws it. Allow me. Let lob. Well, should have gotten it on target just by the skin of their teeth. Watanga survivor scare there from Edward Ledlum. Was so quiet in this game. He hasn't really sprung up. He hasn't brought that urgency that he's been seen in this game. On this occasion, he sparks up at the back of that defense. It was an embarrassing throw again from Lawrence Kuhlman. But just when you thought Ledlum had it on target, it's a miss. Watanga survived. But the lead here, they won't panic with Leo Zina playing it to his teammate Jusu Dukle. Leo Zina wears jersey number 24 for Watanga. Fine player, very much good control, composure on the ball. But if I can tell you what he doesn't have is that physique. But when he's on the ball, he is a fantastic player, trust my words. On the verge of another conquest, Watanga. If you ask me if it is a conquest really fought for, I'll tell you what, it hasn't. It didn't really fight much. It didn't go through all of the stress to have scored those 2 goals. I think were 2 goals given by the carelessness of Paynesville FC on that occasion. Letno want to spark up something. Perhaps he's been waiting to go into the second half of this game to show his character. Maybe it's becoming too late for them now. Waka Keita posts it forward. And the ball is bubbling. Lawrence Kuhlman will fight for it. Nambo almost got it. Watanga will be dangerous. News zone. Leaves it for Emmanuel Sie. Looking across the shoulders. Turns right. Gives it back to new zone. Daniel Yuma is on the overlap. And he plays it looking for the far left corner of Emmanuel Diana. Diana is just on top of that one on this occasion. But it's a good build-up from Watanga. Ledlum gets it from Diana. Finds his teammate, Marlon Harrison, former of Leska. Lawrence Kuhlman will play this one in his right foot. He tries to look for penetration. Well, if he does find a chance, Lawrence Kuhlman, trust me, he will bank it on target. It's a quality of a strike around those areas. But again, the ball is coming forward. Emmanuel Sie will get a tip onto it. It's still by Diana, and for the second time, Diana touches, and the ball goes into touch. Some bit of urgency now, some bit of pace to their game. Maybe they've been waiting for the second half. Now the second half has come. It's Marlon Harrison down the side away from commentary position on his right foot. He's going to cut inside. He takes on Jusu. Good interception from Jusu Dukle. And Watanga will come forward. City gets it. Daniel Yema. Yema. It's a bit of delayed. He needs some help. The Paynesville FC defender. Nose zone. Back to Nush. It's not Nush. It's a Watanga player now. It's Danejima on it. He has to keep his eye on the ball and it's closing in. And how long will the Paynesville FC player keep going back? How long will they allow the Watanga player to have all of that time on the ball? I find it difficult to understand why they will be so slow, so soft in defending. Maybe he's keeping his eyes on the ball, but it should be some kind of double team, and he should get some help from his teammate. Giving all of the time for the Watanga player. Nelson Lauman's long throw in, anticipated. It is. He had about a Watanga player only just behind the Paynesville FC defense. Diane. Paynesville Football Club will come forward. Doki. Lawrence Coleman. Keita. Edward Lentlong. Looking for Mark Bay. Stopped Leo Zina. Watanga, the defense is under pressure at all. They're so relaxed. Jusu Dukle, Leo Zina combining there. And so comfortable, maybe because they haven't gotten that much pressure. Now they do have some pressure. They got to react. It is square outside. Lawrence Coleman's right footer. Yes, at least for a moment, they come over with some urgency. And they've scared Watanga. Wow, this is troublesome. It's a yellow card. It has to be a yellow card. Yes, it is a yellow card because it is not an obvious goal scoring chance. Even though he is the last player on that pitch, on that occasion, the goalkeeper Emmanuel Dianen. But that is not a red card that has been yearned for by the fans. And I think if you go back to the laws of the game, the laws test that it should be an obvious goal scoring chance obstructed. On that occasion, did Diana obstruct an obvious goal scoring chance? I'll tell you, no, he did not. He is not directly in front of goal or opposite the goal. He is way down the flank. Can he score from there? Yes, it is possible, but it is, or is it an obvious goal scoring chance? I tell you, no. And the referee on that occasion got 100% right in my mind. I think the law of common sense existed right there, and his interpretation was right. Wakaso comes on. It is Emmanuel Wakaso who comes on for Paynesville FC. And Wakaso came on actually for Doki. It was Mori Doki, so Paynesville FC will have to ask some fresh legs to their team. And it's floated inside the Paynesville half, and they will defend again on that occasion. Not much of firework substitution. Number 13 for Watanga comes on. It's Kelvin Barkley, and he's been substituted and he's been replaced by Hassan Fadiga. Remember, Hassan Fadiga had a stint where he was recently in the under-20 squad. In my mind, he gave too many balls away. And it is the number 11 who comes on, Hassan Fadiga. It's the number 11 for Watanga. And it comes on for... It says... It is Emmanuel Ossie. It has to be Emmanuel Ossie. Well, he won't work that much. He knows where to be in that space. Every time they will look for him, Watanga, and they will get him a chance to get his name on the score sheet. And they do now have him on the score sheet. The leader by 3 goals to 0. Bad times for Paynesville FC. But too easily beaten on this in this game. Easily beaten. Not much of a firework, not much of a fight. Watanga have beaten Paynesville FC in my mind, except by any sort of miracle, too easily. So throw in, and Emmanuel Ossie pounces onto it from Nelson Laume, just like Lawrence Coleman will combine with William Gibson against Togo. So too did Nelson Laume combined with Emmanuel Ossie on this occasion. Well, if you ask me whether Watanga won this game convincingly, yes, they did win it convincingly. In my mind, they are winning it convincingly. Yeah, they are moving. See, it's gonna be flash. Daniel, and it's dragged on the floor, and it's saved by Emmanuel Diane. The fight to come back in this game ever since they conceded the first goal of Paynesville has not been courageous, has not been loved by the defense. I think they gave this game away on silver platter. Not much of a fight. I'm not taking anything away from Watanga being a quality team. They are a quality team, Watanga Football Club. But trust my word, they need a quality fight against them. They need a team that can stand up against them to give them some very tough, challenging times. I'm not sure they got that from Paynesville FC. Very soft, lazy performance from Paynesville Football Club in my mind. Chances were created, and that man Edward Ledlum has not really sparked up. He's not really taking the game to his opposing side. I think Lawrence Kuhlman, in my mind, have tried, shown some zest. But Edward Ledlum, he's one of the star players, but he didn't live up to stardom in this game. He's looking for Mark Bay, and their passes aren't just reaching Mark Bay. It's difficult. I think Watanga has set up defensively. They are good, and they're making life difficult for Paynesville FC, and Paynesville have not kept the consistency of the fight alive. Cross, Mark Bay heads, and it's across the goal line. No need for Watanga to panic. Well, did the ball was it throw in? Well, did the ball cross the line? I think there's some bit of contention. Some Fadiga, Emmanuel Ossie are in the Watanga lineup. Two youngsters, massive potentials, and they've also got that man on the ball news zone. He was in that squad, They play first division football, but in the U20, they didn't really spark up in the tournament. They needed to be on fire. They needed to showcase themselves, to make a case for themselves. They needed to tell the world that they are distinct at their age, at their level. But we didn't see much of that. I think in those games, if you did follow commentary, Hassan Fadiga probably was a chap who gave the ball away on too many occasions. And I also do agree that as much as he did, he didn't keep the ball to his feet that much. On one occasion, remember I did talk about the Senegalese referee and Fadiga in a conversation that in my mind wasn't good. But he is a fine player though. Maybe he just wasn't too good in that tournament. But this is where Watanga will come forward. Long ball forward, no zone, and he's kept quiet by that man from CC United, Emmanuel Wakaso. Very much an experienced defender. Wulupon down that side. Matali Wulupon plays it for Lawrence Koeman. Koeman is looking for a chance to put something on target. Wulupon gets it. Makpe ahead and he sneaks away from target. It's a beautiful one, but he was offside anyway. But trust me, it's a super header. Well, Wulupon connects him, and he's above the Watanga defense, and he's take a look at the replay. It's a class of a header. Wulupon, good one from him. Nelson Lamy on this occasion will come forward for Watanga. Emmanuel here explodes. Well, Watanga took this game so easily. They were calm, they didn't panic, they didn't rush with their game, and they got it at the expense of Paynesville FC's lackluster performance in the afternoon. Not much of a fight again. I always say that man, Lawrence Koeman, he will always work. His captain play by Letlom, Edward, and when they judge, I think Mark Bay should become the first post. Allow Leo Zina too much of confidence, too much of time to get on that one. They are a man down, Paynesville FC, so it makes life easy for Watanga with Fadiga connecting City, who now comes to Lame. It's picked up by Watanga, Daniel Yeman. Keita looking for Wulupon down that side. He kept it on his chest and to the floor on his right foot. There he is. Wulupon come forward, and Wulupon is challenged by Tanu. Emmanuel Wakaso. Philip Tanu, remember him, he was in the center of the Liberian defense, the U20, and they considered 3 goals against Sierra Leone. It's a right back for Watanga. Tanu is on the floor, and the referee will He's back on his feet and Fadiga. Daniel Yeman gets it. Watanga sluggishly given away by Watanga. I think they're comfortable with their 3-0 lead. I'm just baffled by the way they play. It's given away by Paynesville SC. Watanga are having all of the time in the world to play football. No pressure, no consistency in the pressing of Paynesville SC. I don't get it. They've lost it. I think the body language of Paynesville FC players tells it all. Watanga has kept absolute control of this game, even though they did not play the firebrand type of football. But they managed to contain this game, gave Paynesville some little bit of a chance to make some silly errors and then capitalize on those errors. They are leading. Emmanuel Shea will pounce on this one from Philip Tano. It's a long ball, and he's looking to do some of his trickery right there. Take a look at that. It's on the ball. He wants to take a dip above. And there's a substitution about to be effected. Carlos will come on for Allow Me. And Johnson Freeman will come on for his teammate Nuj Zone. They will control this one. It's in flight. In the second half of this game, Paynesville looking for fine Wulupon our castle. He does find Wulupon. Cross, and again Johnson Freeman, who just come on, gets his first touch onto the ball. Has been used in the wing back position by coach Mario Maranesa. Johnson Freeman of Watanga. Senior national team has Zoom training, of course. Easy to say that. I've always said that in all of our international matches, we say one of the things that I've noticed in my analysis is that compared to what our colleagues from the outside bring to the table, Liberian football is soft and slow. We need to lift up our game. We need to be a bit more aggressive. We need to be fast, and we need to understand Johnson Freeman is moving forward on this occasion. The dynamics of the game has changed. We have to add more mobility to our game. Wulupon, how did he not put his teammate on? How did he not do this for Mori Kamara, who was on the overlap? It's offside. I'm just wondering
how come they lack the ideas, and every time they come forward. Edward Lalom, Prince Nambo's ball, Wulupon gets a run, Wulupon gets it, let Lom gets it now. Keita into the hands of Teddy Colley. It's soft, it's slow, the frequency at which it travels, or the speed at which it travels is so slow. takes a dip. Come aside to Lelon. The floater inside. Well, and I'm just wondering where's the decision? I mean, it's descending. Could he have taken it on the volley, that Paynesville FC player? Yes, he should have. Somewhere snow. Wulupon puts up a fight. It deflects off him. Juicy Duclair goes to the floor. Magpie has been spouted. But the ball goes in the arms of the goalkeeper. Wow. And the Paynesville, not Paynesville, but Watanga player is on the floor, and the referees rather will call the medics to give him first aid. I think it is clear now, it is convincing that Paynesville FC didn't put up a good fight. Watanga contained them professionally, in my mind, allowed them to make a lot of errors. Van Sando is in this game also for Watanga. Squared, new zone. It's not new zone, it was Terry Wanzan who laid it on the floor for Emmanuel Sie. And softly, they finished Paynesville off. Just when you thought they were fighting back, Paynesville FC concede their fourth, and they've been massively and convincingly beaten this afternoon at the Samuel Kando Sports Complex. They didn't play football at all. They really did not live up to expectation on this afternoon. They did not give Watanga a fight. They did not show anything of a representative of Liberia in continental competition. Sorry to say, I'm not sure this is the cause of the coach. I think the players' attitude on the afternoon, the body language, did not speak positive in any way. Paynesville FC allowed themselves to be dominated by Watanga, and they even went further, far more further than Watanga in continental competition. How come they allow Watanga to kill them like this? How come they allow Watanga to nail them on the cross like this? I can't believe it. Softly, easily beaten. Watanga are the champions. They have taken, or on the verge of taking, another Super Cup. No stiff fight for them this afternoon. Found this game so easy, and they got it easy. Paynesville probably must have underrated, or maybe must have allowed complacency to set in them. Take a look at that aggression. Aggressive move from Emmanuel Sie. That's what Watanga brings to the table. And Paynesville will not stand up to that fight. Well, for me, let alone. And that's how aggressive Watanga can be. Yeah, that's how aggressive they can be, and you can't go against Watanga thinking you're gonna. If you think Watanga is soft, they aren't soft as compared to what we saw when the last play started Mali, and they weren't even up to the pace and aggression start Mali against the Algerians. Yeah, I think they put up a good fight, but they lost 2-0 on each of those occasions they played. But here they are, too much for Paynesville FC in Liberian football. Throwing. Well, we did say we were going to see a breathtaking football match. We did not see a breathtaking football match. We did not see a game that was explosive at each end. We saw a game dominated by Watanga. Again, here is Emmanuel Sie, the boy from TS Galaxy. Hopefully next season by this time he will be in the South African League. Comes to one zone, and it comes to Carlos Williams. And City, and the coach is asking them to keep the ball. 2 minutes of other time left in this game. We will have 2 minutes of other time. Fadiga.
2 minutes under. Center referee Moses Jose gave 2 minutes.
And Watanga will easily exhaust those 2 minutes in my mind with less pressure. Carlos Williams is on the overlap, squares it, and is well defended. Emmanuel Wakaso from CC United. He's a stalwart, very good player. He defended on that occasion. Vani Sando, well, the former Accra great Olympic footballer. Gets this one on his left foot, but way off target. The name Vani Sando is well, I see the Watanga officials cooking from them. They are walking away, the faithfuls of Watanga. Intercepted. Terry one zone. Emmanuel Sie commands with one zone. And there is offside.
Please do not jump on the field, please. Please remain here, please remain. In the stand, please do not jump on the field, please. It's all congratulations to Watanga FC.
It has ended in favor of Paynesville FC, in favor of Watanga. It's been a bad day for Paynesville FC. Paynesville lost it by 4 goals to 0 on the afternoon here at the SKD. Watanga are the champions. We will continue down the pitch with a series of interviews and the award presentations.
Congratulations, Watanga. Congratulations, Shakhtar Angels, for following the wins today in the LFN Super Cup.
We've been losing sound. It's been an amazing game here between Paynesville and FC for the final score, and we cannot be joined by the man who got victory today. Cooper Stanley, welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gazeu.
Your thoughts about the match?
I think my dream came to reality because our very authentic show, taking into consideration level performance we have had this year as a team. I was very sure of this victory, so it was exciting, and I think we got it from the hard work.
You got it from the hard work, but your opposite say because he conceded a red card, that's why you were able to walk away.
But if you do a reference or research, the record between we and Paynesville today, make it Sept, we play 5 down, they have now won us. Even the last time we met, we had a red card in the 38th minute, we still won and 3-1. So getting the red card was nothing could stop us from winning. So we've been winning them and we are winning them today, even if they have been 11-11 today.
Tell us about your recruitment. Is it helping the team to gel?
It is indeed helping the team, but I think now we are realizing, like Liberia, that we need to prioritize the younger players. Season before last, when we started recruiting them, people said Watanga were in the downward trends. We never knew what we're doing. And I told my employer, if they relax and give me a chance, when the players settle, they will get a result. I think now they're getting the needed result where they took the race to back more players.
Emmanuel see trick today.
Yeah, it's something that he's been doing against Leska here last season and doing it against Paynesville Super. Just speak volume that indeed there are more to come when the league starts.
You've also got Vanny, a player with immense potential, some good pace in this encounter. Luzon also. These are the players you're going to rely on.
I think you just need to set it right. These are the players that will actually make us to retain the championship. We believe in them with the level of work they've been doing and the level of work they have promised to do. I think we can retain the championship.
Which of the teams is going to be your greatest hurdle?
All the teams, the 13 teams will be very greater. They will be a greater opponent because every game with the team 3 points, no game will be given 4 points. So all of the 13 teams again, Watanga will be my greater opponent.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again, Coach Cooper Samuel. He's won the league for Watanga FC. He's also won. And my colleague Teofila Jiko, who was on the commentary, has now joined me here. Tio will join me for us to take a look at the depth of how the match is. He's also, if you were in the dugout today, I know you asked me from the very beginning which side it was, and I said Paynesville were playing well. They play well in Continental, but Watanga, as champions, had a decent game and a good recruitment. Did you see that?
Yes, I will acknowledge that Watanga has depth in quality. They have a very youthful team, and it is easy to look at their bench and make a substitution to replace the players on the field. And when you do have a replacement for Watanga from the bench, the players who come from the bench are as good as the players who are substituted. So it showed today. In my mind, I think Paynesville FC, I did say earlier on that if you want to beat Watanga, they have a youthful team. You have to be a team that is mobile. Your passes should be fluid and calculative. We did not see that from Paynesville. I think Watanga absorbed the pressure quietly, softly, and then they came back and easily beat Paynesville FC. But then again, we need to acknowledge also that I think Paynesville made some errors which made the game much more easier for Watanga.
Paynesville might have had a better head of the game around the first 5 to 10 minutes. They were in control, cruise control, we can say.
Yes, they did. But again, it's a mental thing. How long do you want to keep control of the game, and when do you want to give it away? It has to be something that you have to do consistently. It is 90 minutes, Moses. You don't go into games thinking that you're going to control or dominate that game. I mean, for 1 quarter, second quarter, I mean, then all of a sudden you give it away. Consistency is difficult to have, but you must keep it. You have to be mentally tough when you're playing against a team that is the champion. You yourself have been in continental football. The two teams or equal teams are just playing continental football. So it is that intensity that we expected to have exhibited in the two teams within that season. I think Paynesville today, I just say in commentary, they lost so cheaply. But again, you have to credit Watanga. They are well organized. It's a youthful team. The exuberance is there, and they also do have the experience. Fasilu Logan, Fanny Sando, all in the squad. Emmanuel is young, but the experience is there. So I think they kept their game, they kept their focus, and they won their game today.
What should we say was the turning moment of the game? When you were on commentary side, what do you think you saw that turning around the game for Watanga?
I think when they conceded the first goal, Paynesville, they did not wake up knowing that they conceded that goal. It was an error. And again, I think that red card broke them down, broke Paynesville down. But it still doesn't negate the fact that they needed to find it. I think that was the turning point when Watanga knew that they had conceded a red card. Watanga then put out an experience, making sure to contain them and make use of that numerical advantage, and that was splendid from the team.
That was the lad never disappointed. 3 goals today.
Yeah, I mean, again, I will always say he's a striker who he does not have that physique. We talk about it in the under 20. You don't see him with that height, but he has the ability to drift in between the attackers and the defenders in the middle of the park. His diagonal runs are good. He keeps on the ball. He gets under the ball. He bounces under the ball when it matters most. And again, he showed that 3 times when he's packed up. It was just extraordinary. I think it's a phenomenon in Liberian football for Watanga now.
Okay, so there was ceremonies on now. Earlier on today was Shatter Angels. The Angels have had some very good run, some good recruitment. Kudos to their president, Benito Ure. Now they will march onto the podium to get the Super Cup medal. This will be their silverware for the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we did see that game, Moses. What I noticed about the Filmer game, I saw the intensity in that game. It was a game that switched from one end to the other with high intensity, high tempo. It played very well in my mind for two teams to play like that Filmer football. I thought the intensity was good as per their level. And again, my take is it did not end on the field of play with goals. It went to penalties. So I think it was 2 equal teams playing, and we did see the intensity. We did see what we wanted to see. Congratulations to Shatta. It's a step forward, but it is just an indication that the league has just begun.
Let's look ahead. Leading Angels, leading Warriors are also recruiting heavily. Same as Shatta, the Tamil Girls. And I know that we've heard of ambassadors also kind of trying to pack the bus. A lot of imports are coming into the female category. Should we hope for a real stiff competition? The youth are Ria Buja, who finished as winners of the lower league and also in the top flight. I mean, we should be anticipating something.
Yeah, first kudos to the Liberia Football Association for the massive, I would say, attention given to female football, plus to the FA. I think we are gradually picking up our pieces, and I can say for sure from what we've seen here today, it's going to be massive. The league this season, both male and female, in my mind, I'm very much convinced that it will be very explosive this season. There will be a lot of blistering fire at all fronts. So congratulations to Shatta, but we're looking forward to a blistering season this coming.
Historic season. Meta Morris, who have had his thing in Europe, has received a medal, but will come back to receive the Super Cup trophy on behalf of Shatter Angels. This is the moment of waited for. The Meta receives it from the president of the Liberia Football Association, and they receive an applaud. Meta Morris wearing an armband, will staying over there for a photograph yet. A photograph before she can move on to her teammate to celebrate this moment. This is the team they've been fighting to beat. This is the team they've been wanting to snatch a trophy away from. I mean, Shattered Angels was a determined girl, a rivalry on and off the pitch. Here comes Miata Morris. Coach Maroon is leading the fray, and the Vuvuzelas are blowing inside the stands. And here she comes, she lifts it up, and Shattered Angels are the Super Cup winners for 2024 and 2025 season of the Liberia Football Association. What a feat, what a moment, what a glorious time. It's written, it's carved in stones, and it will go down in history that they beat the Tamil girls to lift this trophy, and they will keep it in their cabinet as their precious jewel.
Congratulations, Shatta. The league has just begun. The message is clear. Everybody will now be looking forward. They will now become the team that everybody wants to be more since. Congratulations to them. Massive work. Beating the determined girls wasn't an easy thing to do, but they did achieve that.
So we'll try to see whether we can have some words of their Coach Maru Mui. He's been having some good performances throughout the league season. All right, at the moment, Stevie. All right, Maroon Way, the coach of Shattered Angels. Maroon, basically, tell us what's your delight? Is this the team you wanted to beat to win this trophy? I mean, determined girls.
Well, I will not say I was like wanting to win determined girls because I expected to win determined girls. I told the press previously that today's game they were just going to come and watch a competitive match play while going to walk away with the trophy. So I was very much sure of winning determined girls. So in order I wanted to beat determined girls, but I knew that I was going to win determined girls.
So looking ahead of the season, what can we say?
Well, this is a new season, and like I said, we are here to change the dynamic of women football. We are here to compete for the trophy, and we are fully prepared. We are in full readiness.
Thank you, Maroon. We can get a chip of it from Miata Morris. She's back in Liberia. Are you back to stay?
Yeah, thank you for having me on the platform.
Okay, so what's your delight about this championship?
First of all, I want to be grateful for the opportunity, and I believe in my team that we coming with one man here to win the league and go for CAF and represent Liberia and along with our family. You
still got stiff competition from determined girls who won this competition 3 times in a row, if not 4.
Yes, determined girls are a great team. I respect them a lot. They have good players. They got good passion. But I can assure you, this city will come with different mentality, different mindset. It's all about going for CAF.
Is this the beginning of it?
Yeah, this is the beginning.
Congratulations, Miada, for leading your team to the Super Cup title. And Watanga are now receiving their medals. They are coming forward as usual. Now the players will be exhausted. The technical staff, Coach Cooper Sano and his support staff, I mean, they've done a great deal of job, absolutely. A fantastic job. So, Coach Cooper Sano has done a great deal of work with this team. And one thing he said, in his post-match interview with us, he said he asked the administration to trust in him to work with these young players. And I think his journey is coming true.
Yeah, I mean, he's turning it into a project now. You got to look at it from different perspectives, long, medium, short term. I think they've placed the trust in him and it's working out. Young lads, we did see Fadiga, we did see New Zone, we did see Emmanuel Sie. and a host of other young players in that squad. They're growing together. In the end, they might develop what we call the principles of team play. When a team knows or masters itself, know each other, that game is just going to be as good as you want. And I think that's what he's looking for from the administration. I think they've given him that now, and you can see it's gradually yielding fruit.
And there's the mark of respect. Fasidi Logan is the one to receive the trophy, despite not taking part in this encounter. He's injured, but will step up to win the trophy for Watanga, and will present to Joseph Freeman another mark of respect. They will stay there and take a photo shoot. Why Gilate Seyo will smile alongside Benito Ure. In fact, it's all about Watanga and Shatter, their alliance team. So Shatter is the female affiliate of Watanga Football Club. So it's going to be an all celebration. There can Joseph Freeman moving easily. And he lifts the trophy in the air, and Watanga are the Super Cup winners. Not a strange run for them, not a nemesis for them, but yes, they've won trophies and they've won championships. This is just an island to what they're supposed to keep in the cabinet for the upcoming season, which they prove that they can still challenge from this Super Cup title.
Congratulations, Watanga. Congratulations, Shatta. Super job done by everybody. Wish them well in the upcoming season, Moses.
Absolutely. My colleague Tefila Joko, we've been here. Absolutely. It's been a fantastic showpiece. You can't beat it. It was a match, an incisive performances between the two teams, Watanga and Paynesville. But I think the real one was Shatter Angels and Determined Girls, a high-flying one. We can hear from Mr. Ander Kwame. He's still going to have some conversation with his team. We tried to talk to him. He's the Chief Executive Officer and also probably the President of the Liberia Football Association, Mr. Mustafa Raji. Mr. Raji will join us as soon as he's done. But the photo taking is already taking place, and you can just be proud of the turnout here today at the SKD. Absolutely, it was massive, and the game reflected that color. And the president of Watanga Football Club, executive committee member Gilate Seyo, you can just turn to the camera. Welcome to Intel Sports.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
A delightful time for you.
Oh, sure. And interestingly, we've been in this competition for 3 years, and this is the first time we've won it. So we are very delighted to be champions in champions of this league.
You're not shy of winning trophies, but how precious is this one?
Well, this is very precious because, as you know, we've won the Champions League twice. We've contested in this trophy for the 3rd time. And so this is very precious to us because we've now won it before. So we are very proud. In fact, we told our boys that this is one of the trophies that we must win this year. And then they've delivered it to us. So we are very proud to be winner of this trophy.
Your squad, the recruitment, did it prove something different?
Of course. You can see the squad. You can see a lot of young lads in the scrap. For instance, you have the team that you saw. You will see maybe 2 or 3 older players who are above 25. Other players are below 22, 21, and our aim is to ensure that we have young players recruited, so that not only for this market, but for the market as a whole, that is the African market and the European market.
What is the biggest goal for the season?
Well, we've already accomplished the first one, which is to win the Super Cup. The next one is to ensure that we carry the double, which is the championship and the FA Cup.
You got strong challenges coming ahead.
Yeah, we are aware, and we know that everyone will be coming on us because we are the champion, and we prove to everybody that we are indeed the champion. So we expect everybody to come up with all they have, but we're going to show our fans, and want to say thanks to our fans for showing up today. We're going to show them that we'll retain the championship, and we'll make sure that we make them proud.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Mr. President. Gilate Seyo is the president of Watanga FC, and they are the champions. We're still willing to have some conversations here with some of the celebrants. I'm talking about both Determined Girls, not Determined, but Shatter Angels and Watanga FC. I mean, they've done so well. They played their hearts out. It was an exciting showpiece. If you were watching Intel Sports, you know that It was an amazing performances from the 4 teams that played today. Paynesville, for their part, were hammered 4-0 by Watanga FC. Watanga were ruthless. They were incisive and decisive. Everything they pulled out in this encounter proved supreme. Their recruitment has proven so much for them, and the celebration is just something. We're hoping to see whether we can also speak to officials from Shelter Angels and Watanga FC. We're still waiting for the president of the Liberia Football Association to have some words here. And the league season officially gets underway on the... Okay, we are now joined by Benita Ure. Ure is the president of Shelter Angels. A delightful moment for you. The smiles can say it all.
Yes, I'm so happy today.
What this trophy means for you?
Well, I think this trophy means for me and for women's football in general that it's a new era in football, because we have seen World Girls dominating. We have seen Earth Angels, Blanco, and Determined Girls. So now I think it's now time for Shatta to dominate.
You want to break the dominance?
Yes, it has been broken.
Are you sure about that? Determined Girls have won this season, this league 4 times in a row, but you've just won the Super Cup.
Yeah, they won it 3 times, and then they filed protest to win it the 4th time, so the other time. So for us, we're coming to win the league, and we have no doubt that we can win it. We're not overlooking our opponents. We know that we have prominent teams in the league, but we are prepared, and we know that we're coming for the win.
What's up for the next season?
Right now, we're focusing on maintaining our championship as Orange Cup champions, and also winning the league for the very first time and going on to make a groundbreaking and life-changing impact in the CAF.
Absolutely, a big dream. Congratulations, President of Shelter Angels. We're still waiting to see whether we can have some conversation with the president of the Liberia Football Association. This is Intel Sports. We're here at the SKD Sports Complex. It's a day of celebration. By the way, if you're not aware, Shelter Angels are the female affiliates of Watanga FC. So it's just all about celebration, and it's all about glory in Paynesville today and in Carisburg. Intel Sports. I mean, the artificial turf at the SKD is getting flooded now, and we want to say thank you there for... We're still waiting to have some conversation with the president of the Liberia Football Association. Maybe we can kind of Fasidu, but maybe we can finish with, just with the president. But Fasidu, your delight, you still been on the nursing stage. You didn't take part in this encounter, but how delightful are you?
Well, I'm just excited to see my team play. You know, it was obviously I'm not very happy that I couldn't partake, right? But I'm just happy that the team did well without me, because it's not about me. It's about the team, and this is a trophy that have eluded us over the years, and we are just excited that we were able to put on a show and finally get this one over with.
How special is this trophy?
Well, the first ones are always special, so it's very special to us. It puts us in a good direction. It makes us be motivated for the season ahead, and hopefully there will be more of it.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Go and have fun. Enjoy yourself. Fasidu Logan, the president of the Football Association. Mr. Mustafa Raji. Just turn to the camera, Mr. President.
Okay.
Welcome to Intel Sports.
Moses, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, again discussing football.
First, let's look at today. The day itself. How delighted are you as president to have this Super Cup sailing away easily?
Well, I could be more happier to see an increase in the number of people attending the games. It's something we need to work on. Something the clubs need to work on, want more people to come and support their teams. But great performances by all 4 of the teams. But in a match like this, you need to have a winner. So congratulations to Shelter Angels and congratulations to Watanga. I believe the other teams did the best, and there's more to come.
What's new for the season?
Oh, well, a lot of things. The Football Association now intend to push back to the clubs, give them the responsibility to man and take responsibility of the gates, to do more marketing, and that we're going to be supporting them to do so, to have more money incoming, We are also expanding the number of foreign players to participate in the league, so you see an increased number of foreign players. And man, I'm so excited that there are more women's, foreign players that want to come to play football in Liberia, women's football. So it shows that we're doing well. It shows that, yes, women's football is developing and moving forward.
Mr. President, let's look at the SKD today. It was unbelievable to have this kind of turnout. What can we say about that? Is this something that the club need to take responsibility for?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the club responsibility to bring the fans to the stadium. The Football Association do not own fans. Fans are owned by the clubs. I mean, fans belong to the clubs. So the clubs need to work harder and harder to bring more fans, because there are definite returns in terms of support to the team, in terms of rooting for their various teams, in terms of skits that they will sell, in terms of revenue that will be generated. So there's a lot of opportunity for all of the teams, and they need to work. The marketing teams need to work. They need to come with new strategies to bring more people to the field.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. We hope to go in depth on preparation for the next league season with the president of the Liberian FA. But here's the man wearing the double cap. He's the CEO of Watanga FC and Deputy Sports Minister. First, the atmosphere today.
Watanga today is for
the
Watanga.
atmosphere today. How can you relate to that?
First day we are overwhelmed. Our female team, Shatter Angels, won a female version, and Watanga won a...
I've already told the viewing public about that. Which they
so
don't.
It's a double victory for us. It's a double celebration. So we are happy.
So, Mr. President, Mr. CEO, look at the face of Watanga 5 years ago and the face of Watanga today. What's the magic?
There's no magic. I think investment, we invested in youthful players. You can see now for yourself. I think people who are above 20 on Watanga, less than 5. The rest of the players are below 20. So we now trying to invest in the younger players to make sure that the future of Watanga is brighter, because 5 years from today, they might be in their late 20s and we'll start to recruit. But right now, the recruitment is okay. We want to say thanks to Bet Thomas for their sponsorship, thanks to NASCO for their sponsorship as well, and thanks to the technical staff, the players, and all those who have made sure for Watanga to reach the level. We want to say thank you.
Are you aware that he just made Avra going to pay for this? But overall, Mr. Minister, Mr. CEO, I thought you were wearing double cap. What's the preparation for the season?
Well, the CAF Champions League has ended. We did not perform well. We have been massively training and preparing for the opening of the league. My understanding is that the league opening on the 16th of October. We are ready.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Go and celebrate. This is the man. I see a bit of delight between the CEO and the young Emmanuel CS. Just 17. This lad is fantastic. He scored 3 times today, and he scored over 18 goals the last season. Let me talk to this guy. He's into the sports business. He's into business, the Betamax. They want to be into Liberian football. Is this the beginning?
Yes, we are excited today to partner with these 2 successful teams. Sometime last year when we started, none of these teams were champions, and we took a role through their performances and our little support that we've got and given to them. They've proven to us that when anybody out there come and stretch out their hand to support Liberian football, they can make you proud. We encourage other companies out there, regardless of being a sports betting brand, whether a building material company or whatever company that's out there, we encourage you guys to come and invest in the local Liberian club. Competition is healthy. These kids are amazing. The football, it was all fun today, and we need this in our country for sexual entertainment. And I think this is a sector that a lot of people...
Did you enjoy the match today?
Everything was so wonderful. I had a great time here today. The performances from both the female game, Determined Girls and Shaita Angels was very, very good. Also today, Watanga versus Paynesville FC. Very good game. Bit of tactical display went on there, and I enjoy every bit of my moment that I spent here today.
Father Brema, we're going to talk behind camera to see, but thank you so much for believing in Liberian football. The new season comes, and that's the guy. He scored 3 times today. He scored at least 17 goals last season. He was at TS Galaxy in South Africa, but he has to reach 18 years, so he says, no, I have to go back to Liberia. 3 times today you saw the net. How delighted are you?
I'm happy, I'm excited. The main thing we came here for was the trophy. So even if I didn't score today, I would have been more happier if we won the trophy. And then I had 3 goals and plus the trophy, so I'm excited.
So tell us why you love scoring goals so much.
I love to see people happy. And this game, the more you score, the more people get happy, and the more they keep cheering your names. And then everyone just keep being excited.
See, what's your dream and aspiration as a football player?
I want to be a professional footballer,
Okay.
for sure. And I want to make my own history. To more of Emmanuel King Jr.
Thank you so much.
Just be me.
Thank you. He wants to make his own history. Congratulations. Go and celebrate. Birth certificate. Hello?
Hello, Josiah, you man back up people like they make Kamuna come interview Kamume. What happened?
So we want to talk to now. Watanga finish winning.
Yeah, no, but he said Watanga, he said we want to talk to that. Watanga, me, I want to talk to. I'm so grateful to be on this platform. I don't know which TV station or radio station is it. Inter what? Inter Sports. Oh, Inter Sports. Inter Sports, can't get Inter Sports. Okay, I'm here today. Why you want to tell me I already won my game?
Why are you celebrating?
Why am I celebrating? As a matter of fact, Watanga FC is one of the great things in Liberia. They kind of, I don't know how to describe them, but they are good in their own way. Because as a matter of fact, how much they got in contact with me and I'm sharing for them. I've been sharing for them for the past, let me say 9 months since I arrived from Nigeria. And then all of my games are watched. they are won it. So, and then one way or the other, I won my other game at the SKD Sport Complex today. I'm grateful. What's your name, sir?
My name is Moses Gazo.
Moses Gazo. Moses Gazo. I can't. What happened now?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is one of Liberia's foremost and outstanding comedian in this country. They call him birth certificate. We'll just wrap it up here with Theophilo Joker. An outstanding day, an outstanding evening. Quite exciting. I know the cloud can reflect that.
Yeah, blessed for football from the 2 teams we saw today, the 4 teams we saw today, the 2 winners. Congratulations to them. I mean, we've spoken to a lot of people, and everyone seems to be excited. Congratulations to Watanga. Congratulations to Shatta. And all of the teams in the league. Beware of Shatta, beware of Watanga.
Beware of both of them. King CA wants to write his name in history. Watanga said they are up for the title. The Tammy girl says they want to break the dominance. They both won the trophy. Many thanks to you for watching Intel Sports, wherever you are from across the world. Keep following us. Download our app on Play Store and the Apple Store. We are exclusively Liberia Una Sporting Television. We are here to serve you, but because of sports. Keep following us also on our social media platform on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Moses. I've been here alongside my colleague Theophilo Joker. Thanks for watching. Have a pleasant evening from Paynesville.